Hey everyone, Indy Cyclist here. This is part 6 of my Tuesday morning bike ride. We're at the Kawachinagano Japanese Garden. I'm guessing Kawachinagano is the Japanese sister city. And you can see, if you look through here, you've got a lot of Japanese trees. You've got this Tsukiyamon, which is the traditional kind of Japanese gate. It's really nice. I like it a lot. It's even got kanji, and I guess this is Kawachinagano, Osaka. My understanding of Japanese cities is, Tokyo. There is a Tokyo, the city, but then there's also kind of like, I don't think it's actually the prefecture, but it's kind of like within prefectures there's kind of a region. So they kind of recognize, like when we say Indianapolis Metro or this Cleveland metro area or the New York City metro area, they kind of just see that as its own state, kind of, and then there's cities within that. So it's kind of like maybe their version of a county. It's just a lot bigger. Let's see if we can actually see. Yeah, right here. Now, this is a very, oh boy, stay. This is a very nice and quiet area. We can't actually see. See, got one right there. And then the other problem with there's not a lot of the those big leaf things, which is kind of weird. So yeah, the other problem here, you can hear geese in the background. The Canadian geese really invade. The ducks are cool, but here we go. Here's a big one. I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up. Oh, there it is. This guy has his mouth open. He thinks I'm going to give him food. The ducks probably think the same thing. Let's check. So yeah, there's usually those big kind of leaf things to protect the koi from the sun. Maybe it's just a little bit early in the season to put those down, but this is a pretty warm day, so hopefully they go up pretty soon. So yeah, this is the koi pond in Carmel, Indiana. I'm not even gonna stop the video here. We're just gonna keep on rocking. Just wanted to show you guys kind of this very small part of Japanese culture within Carmel. And it's very, if it wasn't for all the construction, it would be very scenic. But I can hear, I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up, but I can certainly hear the construction and the industry and just the noise in the distance. Not so much traffic. It's like there's some, I don't know, shit, some guy shipping trucks or whatever, I don't know. There's this intercom shouting, oh. Yeah, I know those guys. Scrap metal being picked up. So we are continuing south on the Monon after visiting the koi pond. We are going, this is Carmel Drive that we're approaching. Well, we're going over on a bridge. I do have to hand it to Carmel. So in the more core areas of town, you're either going over via bridge or under via tunnel. So I guess the at-grade crossings are more and less traffic. I mean, here's 4 lanes of traffic, ridiculous. Doesn't beat Indianapolis with a 6 lanes of traffic on 38th Street, but oh boy. Have to just, cause I see, this is a cool area to really go down and go fast in, but yeah. We go this way. So yeah, we do need to head home, get home, have a break, eat some food before starting work. Let's see if I can smoothly. Nailed it. Yeah. That used to be my cell phone carrier, but then one day my cell phone popped out of it. I lost it for like 4 hours in the snow. I found it. It worked, but now my cell phone stays in the rear bag. Whew. And I put my water bottle here. I've been using a smaller water bottle lately because, for the most part, I don't drink a ton of water while I'm on the road, while I'm on my bike. And at least for my typical routes, I can plan it so that I do pass through either restaurants where I can fill up the water bottle or through rest stops along the Monon. So I don't need my huge ass water bottle, which doesn't fit in any of my my holders, but this little guy does. Tunnel. I think we're on part 6 of this Tuesday morning extravaganza of biking. We're just kind of screwing around right now before we head home. So, Carmel's part of the Monon actually developed after Indianapolis put their part of the Monon in. Around the 90s or so, Indianapolis took over the abandoned rail tracks from 10th Street near Mass Ave in downtown Indianapolis, going all the way up to 86th Street in the 96th Street. I think 86 came first, and then they did an extension to 96. Anyways, up to 96th Street, sometime in the 90s. Carmel didn't start their part of the Monon until 2000, the early 2000s or so. And the difficulty that it posed was 96 to 106, and the one actually where we are right now was in an unincorporated area that was tucked away between Carmel and Indianapolis called Home Place, which means it wasn't part of Indianapolis and it wasn't part of Carmel. It was just its own unincorporated area within Hamilton County. And they've long been very independent and proud that they didn't need the city services and all that crap. But Carmel got their way anyway. They did have to make some concessions to adjacent landowners, such as the Monon would have, just like a park, be sun up to sundown and would not be 24 hours. That said, for a municipality that often has a reputation of over enforcing the small things, I've not really heard of anybody being given more than a gentle nudge to not do it. I mean, especially when it's warm out, people are using the trail into the very late hours of the evening / early morning hours. I mean, you know, Main Street in Carmel, there's a couple bars and whatnot that'll stay open until 1 or 2. But my point is, since the Carmel part of the Monon developed later, they kind of had this foresight to pick the areas right here. You know, this is elevated, and so it drains down. Of course, this means less dirt and grime on the trail. Also kind of, and it gives them a little bit of room to expand if they need to. The other bad thing though is this is like mosquito breeding ground in about a month, especially since we can go from having no rain and practically a drought to just having a monsoon pour down onto the city. We are approaching 106th Street. Now, really, again, you know, I wish there's laws in Indiana. Regardless of what the law is, the enforcement of it is pedestrians do not ever have the right of way unless they are at a marked crosswalk with an affirmative crossing signal. So we got a marked crosswalk, but we do not have an affirmative crossing signal. I have read parts of Indiana code that talked about unmarked crosswalks are also crosswalks, but you know, it's best to treat people as if they're stupid and that they need to be given crystal clear opportunities. It would probably be best if that was a 4-way stop altogether. Probably all, just like when this was a railroad, a lot of rail crossings in Indiana have a affirmative stop sign, especially when there is no guardrail. And trust me, if you're at a rail crossing, that train ain't stopping for you. There's a water stop right there. Again, one of the reasons I like to come by here. So if I'm feeling lazy, there is a parking lot at 96 in the Monon. He sees something. I guess the good thing about the Monon is you really don't need to do an overall expansion or more pavement for the whole trail. You really just need it in key parts, in the most congested areas. You know, it's like church. Do churches need a private parking lot? Yeah, probably. But do you plan how many spots are needed for Easter and Christmas? No. Those people can go get fucked. You plan it based on your Sunday congregation, maybe a little bit more. You shouldn't be planning for extremes. You know, Castle Square Mall should not have a sea of parking just because Black Friday may be busy. There are several surrounding strip malls. Ride one-day shuttle service and all that crap. Oh boy. So, if I was feeling really adventurous, I'd just go straight up 96th Street and say, fuck it. But, eventually 96th Street from Hazelden at least down to Keystone will have a paved pathway, and then I could probably handle it. But for now, especially today, middle of the day, car dealerships are open, all that jazz, it's probably not worth it. Tunnel! We're gonna go ahead and end part 7 of our Tuesday morning bike ride right here at the stop. Pick it up in a bit. See you then.